Hello, my reflection. I'm Camden Fells. Let's talk about triggers. You know, there's a lot right now happening cosmically. There's a lot happening with the earth. If you're familiar with the Schumann resonance, you will find that the vibration of the earth right now is changing and has been changing for quite some time. And, you know, we are all one. Everything as above, so below. So as the Earth's magnetic field is changing, our magnetic field is changing. And so as we raise in vibration, you'll find that you'll start to bump up against a lot of limitations. You'll find that you start to bump up against a lot of old wounds. You'll find that you'll start to bump against a lot of old beliefs. And there will be things in the world that will remind you of some of these things that need to be healed. And I'm going to call those triggers. With these triggers, they're here to really inform you. They're not here to cause you to have a bad day. They're here to come up to be felt and to be healed. And in a lot of cases, those triggers happen in your formative years, or they may have been some things that happen, you know, in your later years that you just continue to hold on to. But here's the thing. You can't take that baggage with you on this journey. As your vibration raises, it's asking you to come along with it. And when we resist it, that's when you start to feel the pain. That's when you start to feel the discomfort that comes along with bad memories or unhealed phenomena that happen in your life. When these things happen to me, what I like to do is just take some time for myself, because everything is fluid, like the breath. So if you remind yourself to go back to the breath, to slow that breathing down, and to consider what's there before you. And what's there before you is your liberation if you choose to give it attention. Let's say that this was a childhood wound of something where you felt like you didn't have a voice when you were younger, and someone did something to you. See, what happens is that, let's say that somebody took your ball when you were younger, and he or she was bigger than you, and you didn't feel like you had a voice. So they took your ball. Now here you are in your age 35, and you know you're gonna find another actor in your life that's gonna come up to you and steal your ball. And you're going to react in a way that is going to be commensurate with the memory of when you were 5 of your ball being stolen. And so you're going to act out. You're going to react instead of choose and respond. So when you find yourself in that kind of a situation, hopefully you've created enough space there to be able to take a pause and to realize that this is just the universe trying to inform you of a blockage that you have that's keeping you away from your liberation. So when this happens, what I do is that I take a breath, and then I go and I try to find some time for myself. Even if it's in the bathroom, even if you jump in the car, even if you just take a 5-second deep inhale and a deep exhale, and ask, what is this trying to show me? What is this situation trying to reveal to me? Because here's the thing, everything that you experience is a reflection of you. Everything. So if you were to lash out in anger at a situation, you're actually lashing out at yourself. So in your imagination, think about you standing in the mirror like I'm doing right now, speaking to my reflection, which is you. Because we're all one. And you're looking in the mirror in the bathroom, and you make a mean face in the mirror, and then, you know, and the reflection makes the mean face, and then you punch the mirror. So now you've harmed yourself, because now your fist is all bloody there. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, right? It's just a reflection in the mirror. Well, when you go out into the world, everything in the world is just a reflection in the mirror. So instead of lashing out, and instead of becoming defensive, and instead of buying into the emotional memory that is actually being called forward, respond with compassion. Respond with understanding. Respond with kindness. Respond with tenderness. Respond in that direction. But when we start to respond with anger and respond with resentment and respond with frustration, not only does it keep that alive, because that's what the ego wants you to do. It keeps that memory alive and keeps you in that vibrational state. Your fist is all bloody. The only person that you're hurting is you. So there's a level of poise and a level of devotion to this process that needs to be harnessed, that takes place. And it's just like anything else. As you continue to practice it, it becomes easier and easier and easier. But as I was saying earlier, because we have so much happening cosmically, and because we have so much happening that's calling us higher, if you choose not to go higher with it, then you will be in a very uncomfortable situation. And so look at it, watch TV and see how many people in the world are in uncomfortable situations, okay? So I just wanted to, in this moment, be able to reach out to everyone, to let you know that everything is okay and everything is here to serve you. You are a creator. You are a sovereign being that is well able to bring into being the life that you want. It takes understanding the game that's being played. The world is not here to serve you. The world is here to wake you up. The world is here to call you into presence. So every time you get triggered, look at that as an opportunity to be more present. And if you do decide that you want to go the other direction and respond with anger or frustration, that's okay. You can always start over. But just remember, you just put your own fist through that glass. You're just hurting yourself. Because if you can even look at each person as a different reality. Look at it as a parallel reality. If you were to match the energy of that person, you're now in that parallel reality. Whereas if you were to just stay present, calm, complete, whole, you're now choosing the higher reality. Everything that we're doing here involves choice. The world cannot assert anything on you. But it's up to you to be able to see through the illusion. Thank God for technology, because this helps me tremendously. Because we all need these reminders every once in a while. Intensity is intensity. And sometimes it catches you by surprise and you get blindsided with something. But it's about regaining your balance, taking a breath, visiting what that is, and doing your best to resolve it. And it may come back up, but if there's anything like my experience, when it comes back up, it's less intense. And then it comes back up again, it's less intense. And then pretty soon, it just doesn't have enough juice to even survive. You're vibrating too high now. You can't find it anymore. But if you dwell on it, if you engage it, if you go to it, if you're emotionally attached to it, if you got something to prove, you want to be somebody, you got to be somebody. Don't let them talk to you like that. If you take that direction, okay. And you'll continue to be able to have those opportunities to do that. Okay? I hope that helps someone today. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Camden.